How was the valet pay compared to like a wrestler pay? Was it similar because you were managing top stars?
Um, um, it was really good for what I was doing because I mean I was getting paid just to clap and smile. I didn't take bumps. I was just there to get heat and do whatever they told me to do. So I couldn't really say that I should make the top pay like with what Tully was doing because I wasn't taking the bumps and I wasn't like in the ring. Um, I kind of wish I'd stood up more for my money, but then the first year that I worked for Crockett, I made $85,000. So for me, that's a lot of money. And when you think about it, it was a lot of money, but then I had all the expenses. The only thing that they paid for was my airfare. I had to pay for everything else. So when Tully and Flair and all them were staying at the Marriott, I also had to stay at the Marriott while they were sharing rooms and buddy up together. I stayed by myself. So while they could share the $150 room, I had the $150 room on my own. Plus, I was getting paid less than what they were doing. So it was. I can't really. I really can't complain because it was so much fun, and I was making so much money, and I really didn't see it as a business. It was just something that I was doing that was really cool at the time. Um, the money was good, but I don't think I even made half of what Tully did. But I really can't complain. I mean, who was I going to complain to? And then they'd find somebody else to do it. So times have changed.
I'm gonna guess Ric Flair probably at least paid for your meals and stuff when you were out with him.
No, I took care of myself. That's part of the thing is you take care of yourself. That's part of the beauty of wrestling is that yeah, it's kind of a team situation, but you're you have to get yourself to the airport. You have to rent the car. You have to take care of your gear. You have to do your makeup. You have to do your hair. You have to plan your meals. Um, you're in charge of yourself. No one else is telling you what to do except for when you're on the way to the ring of what you've got to do there. So there's so much freedom, and then you don't really want to take that away by bitching about it. You're like, well, oh, I'm not making enough money. Well, you made $1,000 in Greensboro. I drove 90 miles for that. That was great. So I if things were different, yeah, I could complain now because I could go this, and this. I would like more money because of this, and this. But because I was like the very first one and the only one, who was I going to compare myself to? I couldn't say, oh, I want more money. Well, why you're not taking bumps? Why you're not part of Tully's the actual star, you're a valet. So,
And now
but I donated to Tully.
we hear that like Lana was making 250,000 for wrestling, but 650,000 off social media for Instagram posts and stuff. So they only wrestle like once a week now, maybe a couple more times once lockdown ends. But you must think that these girls are spoiled. Some of them complain a lot compared to what you had to go through.
Well, girls are going to complain, and that's why I'm one of the very few and one of the very different ones. Because if you ask the guys that I worked with, um, I didn't bitch, and I was one of the boys, and I didn't. I trailblazed for a lot of them, and I don't want. I'm not the typical girl, so I wasn't going to go. Oh, I don't have a dressing room, or I need my hair done, or I just did it myself. And that's because that's what had to be done. Now the girls today, they can get someone to do their hair and their makeup and have the YouTube videos and the TikTok and the Instagrams and make tons of money. And we just didn't have the marketing then, so I was lucky to get a t-shirt and a bandana out of the merchandising that they had done for me. So things have changed so much. So and I want people making a lot of money and being famous. and WWE showing our videos a couple of times a year so that people remember us and how good we are. And
thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.